Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We're back again. Storm here.
Mom here.
Kimmy here.
We're going to be watching more Star Wars Rebels. We are on episode 7 of season 4, and we are getting towards the end of this season of the whole series. I mean, we still have a few episodes. I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but it feels like it's been flying by. And, you know, Thrawn is such a great villain.
Oh,
I mean,
sure
I really
is.
enjoyed this season.
He's just so masterful at what he does.
That's right.
And he doesn't have fear. Like, he's so intelligent. And
he's so calm, too.
He's dangerous. Because he observes. He puts all that effort and time into knowing the enemy and understanding why they do things. And, you know, he's just very intelligent and very educated with all kinds of cultures. And just to look at that new TIE fighter and how Sabine's flying right at him and shooting at him, and he just stands and looks and shoots.
Right,
you know,
doesn't take cover or anything. He just knows, okay, he's calculating, okay, they're not going to hit me. The odds of them hitting me are very slim, and I'm just going to hit right in the correct spot and take him out.
Yeah, because even though Sabine has a lot of good traits, like she has a lot of she is a good pilot and good warrior, stuff like that, he probably saw how she was shooting, that she was just sloppy at it, and he was like, okay, well, she's not going to be able, and took that chance too, because not that you're going to know exactly the variables of like, okay, well, there's no way she's going to shoot me, but that was pretty scary and intense of him just like calmly looking at her and being like, yep, boom, like that was insane to see.
Right.
And going to the Loth Wolf, I love that creature.
Wow, that was great.
Yes,
that was so
Ezra
intense
was the
and
only
cool.
one that saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jokingly, I was thinking, like, how did that look when the wolf carried them? You know, Sabine, because she went to sleep and carried them across the desert. Was it just invisible?
Right.
Is that like Wonder Woman
there? Like if you were
observing?
Which I'm sure it was actually there, but, it's just like a very deep force thing. And I think that wolf will come to help later on, because it helped already, but I feel like there's going to be more there now.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah,
as well. And those Loth cats on top of it, they're just so
cute.
They are so
them.
cute, yes.
They were a riot with those two troopers in front of them.
They were so mean, those troopers.
God,
I know. It's like you really left your post.
They agitated.
That was funny.
The Loth cats agitated them so much they actually left their post.
Like completely far away.
You're way off your post.
Yeah, and it's funny too, because again, it's supposed to be funny that way, but like if it was one person getting so sidetracked, like that's bad enough. But when you have two of them roped in, you're like, all right, you guys are not assigned together anymore, because you get way too distracted and completely leave your post.
You're fired.
Which probably worked out for them and saved their lives, because Sabine really did a lot of damage at that base. But.
Yeah, she did.
So shall we get into this episode?
Yes, let's do it.
All right, so this is 407 on Disney+.
You know they already left to get the hyperdrive. Figured you'd go.
I wanted to stay.
Spend some time together.
Before we knew Ezra, we were drawn here.
The mission was here.
There were a lot of missions in a lot of places, but there's more to it. I'm just not sure what.
I kind of thought it was meant to be too,
Yeah.
But its data recorder and hyperdrive are gone.
The rebels will attempt to deliver the recorder to the rebel command. I have dispatched specialized assistance to your aid.
Cave troopers
do not require assistance.
He's like, yeah, you do.
These rebels will arrive shortly.
Bro.
Look at her.
He's a real people person, I'm sure.
She's ticked off.
It was dark and we just crashed. I didn't have time to make a map.
Oh, the Loth cat is telling him.
It's the white one
there.
Yeah. Here it is.
When in doubt,
Loth cats.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
There.
Here he
Yes,
goes.
her
The TIE fighter wings.
reinforcements.
Yeah.
He won't
I
care.
assume you are
Ooh.
Thrawn's
look at him.
assassin, Rook.
I smell the sat.
Oh,
Lasat,
you can
he smells
smell
the Zeb.
He's coming
Ooh,
right
how he
for
runs
him.
like
Look
that.
at him.
what is that?
I don't know. And I don't
Show it
think
to Zeb so he knows.
Zuko.
LS3226 and
Not
Oh,
you.
look at them hooches.
We checked out this area and found nothing. Should we continue our...
Don't shoot me, shoot him!
You have the same skills as a trooper?
He wasn't intending on doing that. Oh, come
Oh,
on,
he's
honey.
nervous.
Oh no.
I'm gonna blast you, Price. Oh, he's coming in. Oh, no. He's gonna smell Zeb, though.
Sat is still close.
Lasat is here somewhere. Spread out. I'll summon the air.
Okay. Thanks. Bye-bye. See, if that creature just stayed on Zeb, he would have truly done his job. Oh, what's he got there? Some kind of...
Oh, a tracker thing? Or is it a...
Oh.
Must be a tracker.
I hope it doesn't blow up.
I know, so I was
my
thinking,
God,
because
yeah.
you hear the ding ding.
Oh, good. It's going to collapse right on him.
Sorry.
Headache.
Wow, there
Sorry.
works. Whoa.
Whoa, look on top of him.
Wow.
He's so cocky.
There's no guarantee the Defender's hyperdrive will even work in this thing. Never mind the Imperial blockade.
Getting this TIE Defender data to the Rebellion is vital.
How do you want to live your life?
I don't know.
So I guess you really never thought about us.
He's having deeper feelings.
Come on!
Yes,
You haven't
yes,
seen one
yes,
yet.
yes.
Come on.
This close, but not
Mom's
close
like-
enough. No.
Look what I got.
Oh,
my
damn!
God.
Dang!
Guess I should have mentioned I stole the transport.
Yeah, but
Well, yeah, there's a tracker.
It's
Yeah,
there.
curses. That should be standard where they check their vehicles.
yeah, they
my
should do
God,
a
it's
pre-check and an after-check.
I give it a 50-50 chance of working.
I'll
Better
have to
than
live
zero.
with 50-50.
Look at this is just great.
The boy escaped you once, assassin. Besides, where will they go?
Courtesy of the Lasat, who escaped you.
We'll signal rendezvous coordinates later.
And if we don't hear from you, you will. All right, Bridger. Good luck.
Oh, Joey.
I just...
Oh, there you go, kiss him! Yay! There you go, Mom.
There we
They're
go.
like, hey, let's watch.
May the Force be with you.
They send off.
Oh, look at me.
There he is.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about the TIE fighters. I'm worried about getting torn to pieces by those Star Destroyers.
And there's a lot of them.
We're out of options.
Ooh, the wolf.
I know, it's like, was that a howl?
Yeah, two of them.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Do you know the way out?
When it gets strange like this, it's a good thing.
How have you people stayed alive so long?
Because of this.
The rebels have gone deeper into the rocks.
Then they have trapped themselves.
I'll hunt them down.
You had your chance.
Whoa! What? What a cool idea!
I don't want to lose them. Come on.
He's gonna get ahead of them and separate.
Why have they stopped?
I don't know.
You're supposed to do something.
Up or down?
Ezra?
Well, just like the spiders, though, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wanted us to follow you. What are you waiting for?
He's waiting for the bombing.
Kanan?
Want you to follow me?
Like hide, because it's going to be all crumbly. It's going to break down, so take cover.
There are images here of people. People following a wolf.
Huh.
I guess we're not the first ones. There wasn't a picture of wolves eating those people, was there?
Right?
That's right. God.
They're keeping you safe.
Touch my tail.
Everyone join hands.
Oh, because it's so dark?
Just do it.
That's
Ooh,
amazing.
whoa,
goodness.
look at his eyes.
Wow.
Guiding them.
Oh, so cool. Oh, they're just laying.
Wow.
Oh, gotta face down.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's too cute.
places, are we?
Let's find out.
We were in the northern hemisphere. Now we're in the southern hemisphere.
Wow.
Somehow.
I'm not even gonna
That's
ask
good.
how we got here.
And transported all of them, which is awesome.
That's right. They're slow hyperdrive.
Katie, the walls are telling a story. There are people coming down from the sky.
Smile. Doom?
Doom is my name.
Doom, right?
Caleb Doom is the name I was born with.
Spirit guide.
It has a deep connection to the Force.
Don't all living things?
This is
More
different. There's something else. Sinister.
Can you explain more?
I'm just not sure if we're going to like where they lead.
Do we ever? I wonder if Hera made it.
I know she did.
Yeah.
Yeah. She made it.
Yeah, success. That's good.
Yeah. Wow.
Yay.
That's something
So,
else. Wow.
Kanan's destined to stay there.
That's right.
He has a connection.
That's right.
Love the music.
Yeah, that was a big win.
Oh,
That was
my
wonderful
goodness.
to see.
Wow.
That was so good. And I'm glad the wolves are right back into the picture because I thought it would be a little while again before we would see them. But they were helping. And now that wolf, I thought, said doom before DOOM. Like, oh God, you guys are doomed or something. And unless you do what I show you or something. But yeah, so he was saying Caleb Doom, which is Kanan's actual name.
That's right.
Last name.
Yeah, my gosh, yeah.
And Hera mentioned that before, right? But it's been a while.
Right.
So I can't remember if Thrawn confronted her about that or who confronted her. That was a while ago. The Inquisitor, I think, confronted her about the name, and she was quiet and wouldn't say anything. Or was that Maul? Oh my goodness, it's been a while. I can't remember. But anyways, we did hear his name before, and that is his true name. And the reason why he gave it up was because of Order 66 and all the Jedi dying. So keeping his name, he would constantly be hunted.
Right.
So being Kanan, only the trouble they come across know he's a Jedi. But and before, in the beginning of the series, even then he was reluctant to show his powers, to show the Jedi powers. He was using the blaster and stuff. So he was always undercover.
But this one wolf, he had a special connection with him.
Sure did, definitely.
I'll just
why?
say Kanan, because we know Kanan. I mean, I'll just say Kanan. But they wanted him to come forward and then follow deeper.
Yeah,
into the
that was so
mountains,
freaking awesome.
Which was perfect timing. They were doing it a little slow, and it was more like a spiritual thing. I felt,
right.
Even though the wolves probably knew they were going to be bombed, and the wolves would, we're just really trying to bring them to safety, but also a deeper connection to bring them clear across the other side of the planet.
Yeah,
from one hemisphere to the other.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah, because the urgency of everything, like, it's so cool to see how, they're trying to escape these explosions, and the wolves take a moment and they just hang out, and they have to be patient, and you want things now, like, okay, come on, tell us, what do we got to do? We got to go high, we got to go run, what's going on, got to communicate. But I like the timing where it's more, even though it's like very tense, like it's more relaxed.
It is, and they want the humans to
Yes.
reflect and look at the walls, look at the stories that are being told.
And just going through that portal, I'll just say that. Right. And I like the animation there where it's walking on water, but it's space. You have the stars and everything, and it's like very celestial and just so cool. Wow. And it reminded me of the Purrgil, because here everyone's connected to the Force, some more so than others, and very strong some are. And here the Purrgil, it comes naturally with hyperspace and stuff where they could just jump, and go super fast. like ships can. So to have that as like an organic thing from a creature, here you have these wolves that can do something that kind of makes me think similar, you know, where they didn't go super fast, but they did transport.
Yes.
And maybe it's a natural thing.
Right. That's a good comparison.
Yeah, because Purrgil maybe are with the Force as well, because they could connect with Ezra, and then they use the hyperspeed. And now with the wolves, actually, I didn't think they were going to go that far, but it was cool to see them go through this realm, whatever it was, and I thought they were just going to have a vision deeper in the cave, but it was so deep that, you know, the Empire was not detecting it or something. But to actually go to a completely different part of the planet, I mean, the wolves maybe travel like that, you know, it was like a temple, but maybe they have several caves like that around where they can actually travel and survive that long.
Yeah, and this time with the wolves, everyone can see the wolves.
That was great. Yeah, I was like, I hope it's not just Ezra. And I'm like, Kanan probably can sense it. But yeah, so everyone saw the wolves this time.
Yeah.
And why does it want Kanan? You know, like Ezra's important too, but it's specifically focused on Kanan.
Yes, and even Kanan's feeling it when he's talking to Hera. He's like, you know, everything. We keep coming back to Lothal.
That's right.
Yeah. You know, that's a good point too, because from the start, when Ezra and Kanan connected or kind of saw each other, they kept feeling the Force with each other. They were drawn to each other. And it's usually fated like that with Master and Apprentice, right? So I thought there was something Kanan said early on that made me think, yeah, he knew already that he was meant to be there to get Ezra. And I still stand by that. I still think he believes that, of course, but now it seems even more so, because he even told Hera even before Ezra he feels like he was drawn there. So they have a bigger purpose to liberate, you know, to help Lothal, because we've seen so many planets completely destroyed, and so many areas of Lothal are destroyed, you know, so
they are.
What can they do?
And now he's telling Ezra, you know, Kanan's telling Ezra that there's something more sinister on this planet.
Yeah, what could it be? Another Death Star?
Yeah. Right. So I think it's going to be another, you know, reason to stay.
Yeah, destroy it or something.
Come back later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this was a very good episode, and I know Mom wants to bring up something.
Yes, definitely, with Hera and Kanan.
Yeah, that was cute.
They finally kissed.
That was adorable.
That was so cute.
And I have a question, too, because I'm really happy about that. Now, do you guys think that they were always together? Or do you think this was like their first kiss?
I think they've always been together.
Together, I think so, too. But then it sounded like, you know, it almost seemed like a first kiss. I don't know.
I know, and
So
I
it's
kind of
really
took it
weird.
almost as a first kiss, but I feel like they've been together all this time, because I just thought it was natural. We didn't have to see it much, although I wanted to, but like we didn't have to, because it was just natural. They've been together forever, and you know, they're on the run, they're fighting a war, and they're very professional around.
It was a secret relationship, you know, they didn't, you know, they know how they stand, they know they love each other, and, you know, they're fighting the cause, a mutual cause.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. And then their nicknames, like Love, what else did they say? They had like nice names to each other throughout the series.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering if I kind of think still that they have been extremely close, and I think they were together, but they couldn't do much about it, because they probably, you know, because they met fighting this war, and, you know, there's just too much going on, so they couldn't really, you know, establish it maybe, or, you know, they just knew they were together, but never really could settle down, or not that they can now, but, you know, now that question's in their head, you know, they're asking each other, well, what do you want to do with
especially
your future?
Kanan. Kanan's even thinking more so of the future.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to her. She hasn't even thought of the future after this, because, you know, she's been fighting it for so long. I mean, he has too, but that's been so on her mind that she hasn't even thought, oh my God, I'm going to have a life after this if this happens.
Yeah. I mean, that would be really cool to even think that far ahead. You know, hopefully everything will go well with, I mean, because it is a war and they're still in danger, but that would be great to like have a happy ever after, you know? So, but yeah, I like that. That's finally established. Again, I think they were already together, and now they're finally like committing. I think that's probably what it is. Yeah. So I really enjoy that. And we know that the Jedi way, you do not have a relationship like that.
That's
like you
right.
care about everyone, but you can't not be selfish. I know it is kind of selfish, but that's, you're loving someone. But that's not the Jedi way, you can't.
Right, because your mind can be, it could be a muddy situations where you just, it's a gray area.
Yeah, because you're focused on one person,
Yes.
and that could be a big
right.
distraction
Definitely.
when you should care about everyone equally. But again, I can't say you can't love someone, because most humans, creatures, like different species, they love, and you can't help that. That's in our DNA, and, we saw it with Obi-Wan, with Satine. We saw it with even Ahsoka, with Lux. Like, there's, not that she loved him, but she did care for him, because, they weren't together long enough to, didn't really have anything like that. But, Jedi do, and Anakin, like, that's a big one. Anakin and Padme, but they actually went beyond and went against the rules. And, and it makes me think that is the true Jedi way. But here, everything's so different. I mean, the Jedi, order is not even there anymore. And yeah, so it's a very different time, and he's deciding that, for him, and he wants to have a life. And I mean, being a Jedi, you do have a life, but still, like, you're for the people, not for yourself, kind of thing.
That's
so
right,
it's just fun to see, the
His
different
softer
political
side.
Gosh,
Yeah,
views.
his softer side, really.
His softer side, but to actually have that freedom in a way, because I do love the Jedi and the Jedi Order when we watch the Clone Wars, and to have that dedication is really incredible, but to actually be more grounded, or to be more human, and to, like, have love in your life, I think that's like an actual relationship with a person. I think that's I think that is important, and it is nice to see here. So I like that.
That's right, yeah.
And I think once that's established, you can still go on with your cause, but that isn't the Jedi way.
I know, because you can't get distracted. So I know what they're saying, but yeah, like, I do like that they can actually not be completely just for everyone.
Yes.
They can have a little
Definitely.
something for themselves too. Just like Obi-Wan, I felt so terrible for him. Like, that was so sad with Satine,
No. But on another note, with that creature going after Zeb,
the assassin was
God,
insane.
kept
I mean,
smelling, kept smelling.
I can't believe that he just took it upon, Price finishing, getting the Lasat, instead of him doing that. That was
I
his
know,
job.
because
That's
he would have
right,
been
yeah.
quick.
And that ruined the whole thing, because then she was like, okay, I'm going to do it.
Do it, yeah.
She's going to ruin the
Yeah,
whole
so
job.
that was kind of good.
Yeah.
I was happy about that, because
Yeah.
like, Price is totally gonna like
she's
butcher this.
she's gonna ruin it.
Botch it
and
up,
She's
yeah.
gonna get in trouble, so that's
Boy,
good.
she will probably get in big trouble.
But he was like so quickly, getting on him right off the bat.
Yeah.
That then just to dissolve it and
That's
just say,
right.
"Oh, you go finish off, go get him," and which
Oh
was
my God, that
which
was-
stunk, because he was with the.
Yeah, he was quick, and
That's
he
right, yeah.
was right there. And it's good too, because it's so dangerous in how good Thrawn is. And if people listen to Thrawn and let him do what he wants, he'll win, and here he sent this assassin knowing that he can do the job fine. But then Price and her jealousy, just like that other guy, when he ignored and said, I need this victory, and look what he did. And then,
That's right.
he died, and Thrawn's plan was ruined. And yeah, so it's kind of similar to that, where
They're not Thrawn, don't forget.
they're not Thrawn, yeah.
And
And,
that's why they
and
go like that.
this assassin, he ordered to go there. So if he, if the assassin did his job and Price didn't,
Right. If they
ruin
both
that,
did their job, they would have been.
That's right.
yeah,
successful.
if they obeyed Thrawn's orders exactly to a T, and here Price, because she's like, I get it, because the authority there, and she feels like threatened, or her pride is
her nose
hurt.
got pushed out of joint when
definitely.
he said that he was being an assassin.
So I just said official like that.
No, she did. I mean,
she
she
did.
was, very,
You could tell her with her
yeah,
eyes. She was really.
she was ticked off.
Yeah, so honestly, with these people working for Thrawn, that's his weakness, so that's
That's right.
good. That's happening.
Yeah.
But,
Oh,
so
yeah,
we'll see
it
what
has
happens.
worked out
More
great
so
for
now.
our group.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm sure the assassin, I think he's going to do his own thing over time. He's going to get frustrated with Price, or Thrawn's going to tell him, don't listen to Price, just do what I say and that's it. Yeah, because I think he needs to do that, but I don't want him to do that, but I'm sure something like that might happen. And maybe we'll see more Loth Wolves.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed that a lot.
I did
So
too.
thank you guys so much for watching. May the Force be with you. And we'll see you very soon, as always. Bye, guys.
Bye.